Hi, my name is Eliza. Thank you for joining me for this tutorial on how to do the knit stitch. And we're going to start with our stitches already cast on. So we're going to hold those on our left needle in our left hand. We're going to ignore the tail that we used during the long tail cast on, and we're just going to use the working yarn that is attached to the ball. Now we're going to, again, hold the stitches that are already on our needle on our left hand, and we're going to hold the needle that we're transferring stitches to in our right hand. We're going to work with this very first stitch on the needle. We're going to go to the left of the stitch, slide our needle through the front of that stitch and up behind. We're going to take that working yarn and wrap it around, counterclockwise, around that right needle. And then we're going to dive that needle down through the stitch, catching the working yarn in to create a new stitch. And we're going to slide that original stitch off the left needle. And we're going to do it again. We're going to go to the left of the stitch. We're going to come up through to the right, catching the front of the stitch. I'm going to take that working yarn and wrap it around the needle counterclockwise, and we're going to dive that needle down through the stitch, catching the working yarn, and we're going to slide that stitch off the needle. So now you have two less on your left needle, but you have two on your right needle. So you're going to go up from left to right, wrap around counterclockwise. You're going to dive down through, and you're going to slide that stitch off the needle. And you're going to keep kind of scooching these stitches from the left needle up towards the end so they're easier to work with. You're going to come left to right up through the stitch, wrap the yarn around, dive through, and slide off. So slide up through, wrap around, dive down, and slide off. You're going to continue doing that until you've gone through all of the stitches on this needle. And then what you're going to do is you're just going to flip your needles around so that the right needle, which now has all the stitches, becomes your left needle, and you're going to go back through the process again. The knit stitch is the most basic stitch in knitting. If you don't know it, you can't knit at all. There is also the purl stitch, which is the reverse of the knit stitch, which I'll be teaching in another tutorial. But the knit stitch is the basic stitch. It's the basis for the garter stitch, which is a way to actually knit projects just using the knit stitch. So I hope you will check out that and further tutorials. Thank you for joining me on this one. Have a great day.